to another episode of the hashtag Juhi Approved Live Show.
Hashtag. Is it number 5? Episode number 5?
Yes, this is episode number 5.
Awesome.
And in this show, I highlight and interview local socially conscious entrepreneurs who are having awesome impact in our community.
Yes.
Our guest today is Thomas from the Downtown Crawlers.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Thomas, for being on our show today.
Awesome, thanks for having me. And also, see, I've seen the couple episodes before. I'm sitting on this famous couch. I feel like comfortable, you know. Andrew was sitting right here, and some other guy. It was good. So thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much. So we're going to talk today about Downtown Crawlers, about you, about your brothers, about everything. So let's get started.
Okay.
Can you tell us more about Downtown Crawlers and how it was founded, all of that?
All right, we could drag it out. I could be here for like 45 minutes, but let's keep it to like a 2-minute story, yeah?
Okay.
So basically, Downtown Crawlers is a local events company, and the way we started, and when I say we, it's my 2 brothers who started it, and basically we came here about 2.5 years ago, and we launched, we did a test run for an app, a mobile app called Kingo, which is almost like a local Snapchat kind of.
Okay.
And before that, we were in Silicon Valley. We raised a little bit of funding, so we did the test market. I would say about a year and a half ago now, and it was good feedback and all that stuff. But we needed more content creators on the app. Yeah, so a lot of content consumers checking out what's happening, but not enough creative content creator.
Yes.
So we said, how do we get more content creators on this app? That was our number 1 thing. So we sat together. We said, why don't we actually get a community together?
Yes.
How do we get a community together? It's like, okay, why don't we do events? And Andreas, my younger brother, he's in the bartending industry. He's lived in Tampa for many years. So he said, why don't we do a bar crawl? And that was last August or September. So I said, okay, well, let's try a bar crawl. And we did it once a month. And we said, we live downtown, we like downtown. You know, there's so many things, so many good things happening in downtown. I said, why don't we do once a month and just see if there's something that's working? And so we did that until the end of December last year, and we had about 30-40 people show up. Most of them had the friends at first, and then we had more and more. And then in December we had like 75, close to 100 people. So hey, people love to do stuff here in Tampa, yeah. And each of the bar crawls is more like we had a different theme, like a bacon crawl. We had a pumpkin spice crawl, a chocolate mint crawl. Yeah,
I want to go to that one.
Yeah, so that's still coming up. One of the favorite ones is the bacon crawl. Yeah.
Oh.
So basically, it's not also your typical bar crawl. Typically, it's more like, I would say, young professionals. I would say the average is between 25 to like 45.
Okay.
Also, we have always transportation that takes you from bar to bar, and we choose usually 5 bars here in downtown, Channelside, and Ybor City. And so far, we said, hey, let's continue this. Besides bar crawls, the downtown crawls are much more than that. We also do scavenger hunts. We did our rum hunt yesterday.
Yesterday.
So
awesome.
Working together with Monica from Big City Events that did the rum fest, which was awesome. Had to dance a little shaggy, it wasn't me kind of thing, So we do much more than that. We also work with corporate outings, and as well as we're doing like takeover crawls where we go to Miami overnight. We're planning one in Orlando. We're heading down up to Tallahassee in the next couple of months. So there's more stuff happening. So that's kind of where we are right now.
Awesome. And when did you guys officially launch?
And that was actually, the first one was, I think, August 27th of last year. So we had the 1-year anniversary.
Oh, wow! Yay!
So thanks for all your support and coming out. You guys rock. And no, it's great. And people love to do stuff here in Tampa. It's great weather to do that. And obviously we're excited that it's been really taken off.
And so you're so passionate about entrepreneurship. Have you always been an entrepreneur?
Good question. No, I mean, maybe deep down inside, maybe. But kind of what happened is my background, I wasn't an entrepreneur until probably like 3 years ago. And what happened is my background was I was a tennis player. I tried to play professional tennis. Then when that didn't work, I started teaching. And my last position before I went into entrepreneurship was I was the director of tennis at the Ritz-Carlton in the Cayman Islands. And and before that, I was one of the head coaches at IMG Academy, so down in Bradenton with Nick Bollettieri. So I was able to travel around the world. And then one day he asked me, hey, Nick asked me, you want to go down to the Cayman Islands to open up the tennis center? Ritz-Carlton. I said, yes. So I thought I'll do it for 1 year. And after 1 year, I said, you know what, I'm going to stay here for long, So, and then I did it for 9 years. And then my younger brother and I went to Brazil for the World Cup in 2014. And we're Germans, so the Germans ended up winning. It was a great World Cup to go to, right?
Oh my god.
So, and when we went there, we had this idea about this app. You know, there's Kingo, the local Snapchat kind of thing, where if you want to know what's happening around town and you want to connect with locals, even though you're not a local, which we definitely weren't. So in Brazil, nobody really spoke English, and also, we've first time we went to 5-6 different cities, and we had no idea what to do. So a lot of times you meet up with locals, it's like, hey, now I get the authentic experience, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of where kind of my entrepreneurship kind of started, where I said, you know what, let's try this. You know, my two brothers, I have an older brother, an older sister, but she's in Germany, and an younger brother. I said, why don't we try this, and we'll quit all our jobs. Marcus, my older brother, has his own video production company back in Europe, and my younger brother, Andreas, was up in New York, social media kind of community manager for a sports complex in New York City. And so let's quit our jobs, January 2015. It wasn't easy at first, and let's go to San Francisco and let's raise some funds and let's get this entrepreneurship going. And I think looking back now, we've done it for about 2.5 years. It's been lots of ups and downs, but that's entrepreneurship. So you gotta take the good times with the bad. And I think I've learned so much over the last 2.5 years. So I'm glad I did it.
That is awesome. And I mean, just the fact that it's you and your brother, so it's this whole family business vibe.
Yes.
What would you say is your favorite thing about working with your brothers?
Well, I mean, okay, because that's one of the reasons why we actually started this. Because when my younger and older brother, we had this idea together, that's when we said, let's start it. I don't want to look back from 10 years from now, and that was the one thing when I wasn't sure, should I start it or not? I don't want to look back 10 years from now and say, I wish I would have. What if? You know, you're not getting any younger, I'm not getting any younger at least. I don't want to sit there when I'm 50, 60 years old, I wish I would have. You know, we have a very good relationship, great family vibe, and I think you can trust. The good thing about family, I think you can definitely, maybe not true with every family, but at least with our family, you can trust everybody. You know, everybody's trying their hardest, working hard, and I think that's why it was very easy for me to make the decision to quit my job in the Cayman Islands and come here and join my brothers and try entrepreneurship. You know?
I love it. That is so cool. And I know both of his brothers personally, and the three of them, when they're together, you cannot not have fun. They are so awesome and so positive and happy. Yeah. I absolutely love it.
Yeah. Marcus is so outgoing. Yeah. He's extremely outgoing. We said, no, that's Andreas. Okay. Marcus will be watching. Sorry, go ahead.
So, Thomas and I, and even his brothers, I met all of them through the Tampa-based Startup Week, which we were all organizers for. Right. And even his shirt is from the Startup Showcase.
There you go. Awesome. Yeah.
So how did you guys get involved with Startup Week?
Startup Week. Okay, so I think the first time Startup Week happened was 2015, I think. And that's when we kind of just started. And then there was, we have our own startup, so hey, Tampa has a startup week, let's check it out. And they were in Ybor City, I believe. So we just were guests and we went there. And then the second year, I don't know, where was the second year? Oh, it was at what's the place in downtown? I can't remember.
The District 3. District
3, it was called District 3, exactly. So that was fantastic. So we kind of started getting involved a little bit. And then when this third year came around, I mean, there's so much energy here in Tampa. There's, with downtown, with Vinnick, and everybody kind of building all these, and having these great plans. It's exciting. It's hard not to get excited. Absolutely. I want to see 5 years from now how Tampa looks like. Not just downtown, but from Seminole Heights to South Tampa to St. Pete is doing amazing stuff. So it's exciting, and I think it's easy. It's an easy sell. What you don't. I know you love Tampa, right? You make your own happy.
Way too much.
You love Tampa, right? So Tampa, great weather. You got the beaches here.
The people.
The people are amazing. They're from all over, by the way. I don't think maybe less than 5% are people actually born and raised here. Everybody else is from Michigan and from all
just
over.
Think about it. Right. If both of us were not in Tampa, in which world would 3 German brothers have met this one little Indian girl?
Yeah, I know. That's why Tampa is awesome. Okay, can we do a hashtag I love Tampa?
Yes, hashtag we love Tampa because Tampa is awesome.
Yeah. No, perfect. No, so Tampa, the one thing I was going to finish is, so there's so many good things about Tampa that's happening. Besides also you're close to Orlando, you have 3-4 hour drive down to Miami. So great airport, by the way, easy to get out. Actually leaving to Germany in a couple of weeks, so from Tampa International. So it's fantastic. The only thing, the only thing that I have an issue with is transportation. Okay, we're from Germany, from Europe. You use a lot more public transportation, buses, metros, subways, all that kind of stuff. And people here in Tampa, they feel bus. I don't want to go on a bus. I don't want to go on a subway. But I think that definitely, obviously, I'm not the first person who says that, but definitely Tampa needs definitely more transportation.
Especially with the rate that it's growing, we definitely need to see more solutions. But I mean, even today, I took the downtowner like twice.
Really?
So there are things that they're having in place. It's just it's growing.
Yeah,
it's slow and steady wins the race, right?
That's right, exactly. Yeah, gotta be
so
patient.
I know that you guys are super involved with the community as people, right? But how is Downtown Crawlers involved with social, with like charities or nonprofits in the Tampa Bay?
Yes, I mean I'm in charge of that, I guess, from the team, because when I was working at the Ritz-Carlton, I was also in charge of working for different charities. You know, it's called community footprints. If you work at the Ritz-Carlton, the employees had to do a certain amount of hours for community service, which I really got excited about. So I said, I want to do the same thing here for the Downtown Crawlers, because Downtown Crawlers is all about being local. You know, we want to hire local talent. We want to give back to the local community. Now, of course, we're a startup, so we're not giving back hundreds of thousands of dollars yet, you know, but definitely we said we want to give back. So what we did is in the first year now, we did about 25 or so events, 25, maybe close to 30 events. And I would say at least half of those, we have a local aspect to it. Not all of them, but on more than half of those, we have a local aspect. So for example, we had Metropolitan Ministries. We had, we worked together with Meals on Wheels. We also, Ronald McDonald Charity House as well. So what we do is, at the end, when the event is finished, we write out a check, but that's the easy part, you know, writing a check. But I think we also want to get our, I guess, hands dirty a little bit. So we went to Metropolitan Ministries. They had us cut ham and cheese for like an hour or 2 hours. I don't know. I'm still sore, you know. But it's great. So we also go in there and we work with the community. We want to help out, not just in terms of money, but also giving some of our time to it, you know.
Absolutely.
So I'm definitely very excited, and we want to keep everything, like I said, local with the Downtown Crawlers events.
And a lot of times these nonprofits really require volunteers. They need people to help them more than money. I mean, money always helps if it's a nonprofit, right? In terms of donations. But when you actually have people helping out, that sometimes can go a really, really long way.
No, it's I guess spread the word, because it's 3-4 hours out of your day, but man, it feels good to give back, and it's exciting. Actually, to me, it feels better. Okay, do I give a drop of a check, or do I go in for 4 hours and help out? And for me, I get more out of that, you know, because I'm not really sure what happens with the money. Obviously, that I'm sure it's taken care of, but still, I enjoy going in there and helping out.
Absolutely. So now we want to get to know who Thomas is. We want to focus more on
now.
You
I'm nervous.
Okay. So my first question for you is, what is one motto that you personally live by?
Oh, one motto that I personally live by. It's like, work hard, party hard? No, not really. That's actually not true. I'm not really a big party guy, you know? People think like a lot of people think, Thomas, you're always out partying and doing this. Yeah, of course, we have to, promote it on social media, that kind of stuff, but I'm not always out and partying. But no, I mean, I'm serious. I would say, it's not a motto really, but I just want to lead by example. Like, I don't mind working hard and kind of helping out. Like, we have a few interns also that are working with us now, kind of help them, kind of show them how to do it, kind of in terms of also the time management, and kind of that, hey, you gotta put your time into it, and not all the things are always gonna go well. You might have some ups and downs, but that's probably not the motto, but that's the best I could come up with right now.
But I do think, lead by example is a really good one, because a lot of these people, especially your interns, they might not have someone to look up to in their life. And so just by being that, it also motivates you to put your best foot forward, right? And be that person for them. So.
Exactly, I'm excited. I mean, when we had the internship applications, I was really amazed how many people we had apply. Events company, it sounds fun, it's a lot of stuff. It is a lot of fun, of course. There's a lot of back-end stuff that you don't see, but that you need to do. I think you saw some of that, right?
Yeah.
But it's great that we had so many interns kind of show interest. Just that shows me everybody, all the local community, also the college students, they're ready to go and do an internship, get some experience, and then you're kind of like, what are you doing also? We're doing the show, so you do a lot of other stuff, and all this stuff is going to lead to something bigger and better later on, So.
I hope so. That's the goal. Well, now you've already talked about all these different places that you've lived in.
Yeah.
So you're a very well-traveled person.
Yes.
So what is one piece of advice you would give to aspiring globetrotters?
Okay, well, I mean, for me, I don't have any kids, but let's say if I have kids, I would tell them, and obviously the globetrotters you ask me, I would tell them, you gotta go out and you gotta travel. And you also not just travel for vacation, but you gotta go and live in a country that you might not feel 100% comfortable in, or because not everybody has it as nice as we have it here in Tampa or in the US. You know, obviously I grew up in Germany, so I lived there for 14 years. I lived after university. I went to Cairo, Egypt. I lived in Cairo, Egypt for 1 year. Which after 3 days I wanted to leave. I called my mom. I'm out of here. You know, culture shock. You know, the drive from the airport to my apartment. I thought I'm gonna get killed. But hey, thank God, everything went well. But you know, after 1 year, actually, I still have tons of friends there, and I really didn't want to leave. So it was fantastic. I made tons of friends, and that was back in the late 90s, so a while back. And so I went there, obviously lived in the Cayman Islands, traveled all over the world because of my tennis. So it's great that you want to see different kind of aspects, you know, that not, like I said, not everybody has it like you have it here.
Yeah,
you know, that
sure.
in Cairo, it's in one style. And of course you go to Japan or China, which for me was also the first time there. Was amazed how many people there are. It's insane, you know, but how great the food was in Japan. I went to South America for a couple of weeks, you know, so it's really fantastic that you can get more well-rounded, you know.
Yes, absolutely. I think traveling is very important just to become more open-minded.
It's open-minded, exactly. And travel, but also ideally go somewhere and live there for at least 6 months to a year and work there and see how everything goes, you know. So you see it from a different perspective, you know, besides just being a vacation.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that.
Right.
So you've already talked about a problem that you see in Tampa, which you said is transportation.
Yes.
So now let's talk about what you absolutely love about Tampa. You said a few things, but what would you say is the one thing that you absolutely love about Tampa?
What I like is I like the potential, the energy. You know, it doesn't feel like a huge city. You know, it's like a, how do you say, like a small, it has a small town feel, but it's kind of growing, you know.
It's a big small city.
Big small city, exactly. It has tons of potential, and you know, a lot of more people are moving down here, and so for me that's exciting. You know, you have the entrepreneurs there, you know, with the Tampa Bay Wave, the co-work spaces, you know, exactly. So you have a lot of people that want to get some stuff done. I like obviously the community in itself. Obviously, like I mentioned, weather and the location where it is fantastic.
Yeah.
So for me, and also I'm a huge sports fan. So I actually just got a season ticket for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Go Bucks!
Whoa, go Bucks!
Yeah, in the nosebleeds up top. So if anybody watching this wants to upgrade me down to a lower level, please call me. Okay? No, so I definitely love the sports. Since back when I moved here in the early 90s.
Yeah.
You know, obviously with the Lightning also being great, and the Rays also, you know, doing their thing in St. Pete. I also like the Tampa Bay Rowdies. So I'm a big sports fan.
Well, we love football. Real football, not American.
You call it real football? Okay,
yes, real football versus American football.
Exactly, that's right. But football in India is not very popular these days.
Well, no, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, for sure. But like real football.
I'm talking about real football.
Yeah.
Soccer.
Well, they're not the best, I would say, at doing things on a national level. But when you at one time when I was growing up, you would see kids playing cricket in like the links. Now it's only football.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. I heard rumors they might have a World Cup there many, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now.
Maybe.
Nice.
Maybe, we'll see.
But I have one question for you. Can I switch it now?
Yeah, sure. Okay, this is different.
It's different. So, because I know that you're leaving in about a week, maybe? 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
And you're leaving and you're going to Oxford. Yeah? And so how do you feel about it? Excited, nervous?
Bittersweet, I would say.
Okay.
To put all my emotions in one word, bittersweet. Because I love Tampa so much, and I'm very scared that I'm going to be homesick.
Really? Okay.
But again, like I've never been there, so it's the whole unknown. And I'm not a person who has a fear of the unknown. I'm usually very excited about the unknown, so it's that whole excitement and all of that. But then I won't get to see all of you for like 3 months or so.
It's gonna be in no time. You're gonna be back in no time. No, but I wish you all the best. I think it's great what you're doing for those 3-4 months. And see, that's an example when you said, what should I give to globetrotters? You call them, I guess, is do something like what you do. Spend 3-4 months. Go to England. Go to Oxford, which is not. I heard it's not a bad university. I think, right? So
we'll find out.
So enjoy yourself.
Thank you, and thank you so much for being on this show today. One last thing, how can people find out more about the Downtown Crawlers? How can they reach out to you? Anything for our audience?
Okay, so Downtown Crawlers, you can go to downtowncrawlers.com. Very easy. Remember, downtown, we're in downtown, and then like a bar crawl, crawlers, so downtowncrawlers.com, or we're very well represented, I think, also on social media. So if you go on Facebook, Downtown Crawlers, Instagram, again, Downtown Crawlers. and then you can see all the events that's coming up. We're actually doing we had a rum hunt yesterday, what I mentioned, which was fantastic in Ybor City. Man, there's so many fun videos and pictures that they posted there, everybody that showed up. And the next one is going to be in St. Pete. And you were part, I can't remember, a couple of weeks ago, I think I met you in St. Pete. You were partying with us, no? I can't remember. No, with somebody else. But so we're doing a St. Pete bar crawl on next Saturday, the 9th.
Awesome.
And you could just sign up if you go to downtowncrawlers.com.
For sure, if you're in the local area, definitely do that. And thank you again, Thomas, for being on this show. I really, really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.
Hashtag Juhi approved.